Hello there, year one, and welcome to your geography lesson today on weather patterns. And today we're going to be thinking about describing the daily weather in inland and on coastal areas. We're going to be using some of the knowledge that we had from last term's geography about the UK to help us today. Okay, let's move on. So, the first thing I have for us today. Can you recall what season we're in? And can you recall the seasons? I want you to pause the video here and have a go at writing down all the 4 seasons. Okay, welcome back. Could you remember them all? Let's see if we have the same on our sheet. So, the first season is spring. And in spring, it is cloudy, windy, and sometimes a little bit cool. Sometimes it's quite sunny as well, isn't it? I do like spring because it's the time when all the flowers start to grow, and I love that. Now, the next season is summer. Oh, summer's fabulous, isn't it? It's hot. We can get a cool breeze. It's very sunny a lot of the time, but sometimes it does rain in summer as well, which is not so good. Do you remember the season after that? That's right, it was autumn. And in autumn, it's cold, it's overcast, it starts to rain a lot more, and all the leaves start to change on the trees, don't they? They start to turn from that beautiful green colour into the lovely oranges and reds and yellows, and they start to fall down from the trees. It's when the earth starts to go back to sleep again, ready for the really cold season. Can you remember what that is? That's right, it's winter. And in winter, it's very cold, freezing cold. It's dark quite a lot of the time because we have less hours of daylight, and it can snow. And we have had some snow this year, haven't we? Now, what season, though, are we in at the moment? Are we in spring, summer, autumn, or winter? I want you to choose which season we're in now. Can you make that choice? Excellent. Shall we see if you were correct? We are in winter. Winter is what we're in at the moment. So well done for that. Okay, what is the weather like today? And do you think it's unusual or usual for the season? So on your worksheet, you've got a little space to write down what the weather's like today. You can have a look at those. I've forgotten what I was going to say then. You can have a look at those symbols and you can tick a symbol, okay, to tell me what the weather is like today. And do you think that it's usual? That means it's what we'd expect at this time of year, or is it different? Is it unusual? So can you tick your symbol for me now? And then I want you to write down, do you think it's usual or unusual for the season? If you want to, pause the video so you can have a chat with the person in the room as well. Okay, welcome back. What did you think? Was it usual or unusual? Excellent. I can't wait to see. Okay, so I have got a couple of questions here. So remember, we're in winter. In winter, it is cold, it's dark, it rains quite a lot. Often it can snow, becomes quite icy. So let's have a look at these types of weathers. Now I'm going to ask you in a minute to pause the video, and I want you to mark on our line there. Can you see we've got never to all the time? And I want you to put a mark where you think it would be if we had light rain. Do we never get light rain in winter, or do we get light rain all the time? I'm going to show you my one first for the light rain. So I think in winter we get light rain, not very often. Often we get quite heavy rain in winter. So I've marked it there. What I'd like you to do now is have a go at the hail and the sunshine. Can you do that for me now, please? Pause the video and do that for me. Excellent. Welcome back. Okay, let's see if you got the same as me. So I said hail. We get it a little bit more, don't we? because hail is a little bit like frozen rain. So we do get hail a little bit more often. And sunshine, well, we sometimes get it and we sometimes don't. It's about half, isn't it? That's what I thought. Was yours similar? Excellent. Okay. So here we've got all the different types of weather symbols. Now, if you watch the weather report at home, children, on the news, they'll often use these weather symbols on the map of the UK to show what the weather is going to be like in different areas. So as you can see here, we've got a whole range of different weathers. We've got sunny and partially sunny, light cloud and rain, snow, sunny intervals with snow. We've got sleet, we've got thunder. We've got a whole range of different types of weathers, and these are the symbols that represent those. We're going to be using these symbols throughout the lesson today. Okay, let's move on. So this here is a pictogram. Can you say that word? Pictogram. Excellent. Now a pictogram will show different data. This pictogram is showing different types of weather during the month of March. Now in March we have 31 days. So on here there are 31 symbols. But it shows what the weather is like and how many times. So in March, we had sunshine. How many times do you think? How many times did we have sunshine? That's right, we had sunshine 3 times in March. Now, can you see here, the next one says sun and some clouds. How many times did we have sun and some clouds? Pause the video here and count how many. Did you get the same as me? I said it was 8 times. Yes, that's right. It was 8 times it was sunny with some cloud. Then we've got the next one and it says very cloudy. Now there's lots of those, isn't there? I wonder how many times it was very cloudy in the month of March. Pause the video. Can you count them for me? Welcome back. Did you get 12? Yes, it was very cloudy 12 times. And can you see that's represented there on our pictogram? Each of those clouds represent one day of being cloudy. Then we've got cloudy with light rain and we've got cloudy with heavy rain. Was it more cloudy with light rain or more cloudy with heavy rain? Can you tell from the pictogram there? Pause the video and have a chat with the person in the room. What did you think? Was it more cloudy with light rain or more cloudy with heavy rain? That's right, it's more cloudy with light rain, because if you see, we've got 1, 2, 3 cloudies with heavy rain, but we have more pictures of the cloudy with light rain. So in total, this gives us the whole of March. Every type of weather that happened in March is recorded on this pictogram. We're going to be having a look at some other pictograms a little bit later on to have a look at the data that they have collected. Okay, so the weather in March, it's quite wet. I wonder if you know what season is March in. I'm going to give you a clue. Do you think March is in winter or is March in spring? What do you think? Winter or spring? March is in spring. Well done. So it's quite wet, cloudy and windy, and they are often types of weather that we have in spring. Now I want you to have a think. How might the pictogram showing the weather types in July look different? So if you think about spring, it's often rainy and windy and wet. What season is July in? Is July in winter or summer? That's right, July is in summer. So how would the pictogram look different in the summer? I want you to pause the video here and have a little chat with the person in the room. Welcome back. Okay, shall we have a little look? I've got the pictogram here. Does that look different to March? It certainly does, doesn't it? I can see there's a lot more sunshine. There's a lot more sunshine in July. So let's see, how many days were there of sunshine? Can you pause the video here and count how many days of sunshine there were? Welcome back. Did you count? Let's see. Should we do it together? In July, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days of sunshine. Brilliant. Now I'm looking at the pictogram, and can you see, were there more days with sun and some clouds or less? What do you think? Do you think there were more days with sun and some clouds or less? That's right, there were more. Because if I look along here, can you see the cloud and the little sun extend past the full sun? So how many more days were there with some cloud and sun? I can see there were 2 more days, but let's check it to make sure. So there should be 12 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There were 12 days of sun and some cloud. Now, there wasn't many days of very cloudy, was there? There was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 days. I wonder if that's because July is in the season of summer, and summer we don't get many cloudy days. There were even less days with light rain. There were only 4 days with light rain. Were there any days with heavy rain and cloudy? There were none. It was clearly a very lovely July. Okay. Now, I'm going to move my picture here because I need, to show you Yeovil. So this is a map of the UK. Do you remember when we were looking at the UK before Christmas? And do you remember that we were looking at different parts of the UK? I wonder if you can recall those now. What different countries make up the UK? That's right, it's England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Now, Yeovil is a little place in England. Now, I'm going to zoom in onto Yeovil, so have a look here. Let me just move this. Okay, so if I move my picture again, I've zoomed in there to Yeovil, and Yeovil is here. Now, is Yeovil inland, or is it on the coast of the English Channel? Is it coastal or is it inland? Pause the video here and have a chat with the person in the room. What did you decide? That's right, it is. It's inland. Can you see that I've drawn an arrow here and it's in the middle of the country? If it was coastal, it would be right along the edge here because all of this part here is the coast and here is the English Channel. Do you remember when we talked about that before? So Yeovil is inland. We're going to have a little look at the weather in Yeovil now. Okay, so let's have a look at the daily weather in Yeovil in January. So let's see, how many days of sunshine did they have? Pause the video here and I want you to just have a little look at this pictogram of all the weather in Yeovil in January. Pause the video now and have a little chat.